Okay, so we have a another Civ 5 stream this time. Um, we're going to be doing Austria, Pangea, Small, Immortal, Quick, Strategic Balance. So let's talk about Austria. They're an okay-ish Civ. So like their unique abilities that they can spend gold to annex or puppet a city state to spend your ally for 5 turns. The thing with that though is that it's not always the easiest thing to get a city state ally, because sometimes like you'll get to like 60 influence with them, so they'll become allies, but then you lose it the next turn or like shortly afterwards, so they're not going to be an ally for that long. And also, like when you're allied, you get benefits from them. Like you get their luxuries, you get their strategic resources, and you get like those luxuries give you happiness if you don't have them already. But when you puppet or annex them, you get those luxuries, but you also get their population, which increases on happiness. So you're not necessarily going to be doing a lot of annexing because you want to like maintain happiness. One way of doing this is that you might be able to build fewer settlers, because building settlers like means the city that's building them doesn't grow while a settler is built. You have to spend turns escorting the settler, and then you can like finally found your city. But that's turns where the city isn't growing, and that's turns where you're not producing other things. But if you can just like annex a city-state that's been your ally, that's can be a quick way of obtaining a city without having to build a settler first. The downside of that though is that the city-state may not be in the best location. Like maybe the tiles just aren't good, or it's too far away from you, or there's no unique luxuries there, and you'll lose the benefits that you're getting from it. And it also takes a decent amount of gold. I can't remember exactly how much gold it takes to annex a city-state, but it is a decent amount, and it's going to be cutting into your gold. So maybe go in commerce would be kind of wise this game. So that's that. I might try to do this. If I have a decent city-state that's close to me, I might like annex it for like a second or third city, or a third or fourth city maybe, and that way I'm only building like 1 or 2 settlers to free up some production and get some more growth. Like that might be a reasonable strategy with this. It can also be good if you want to like in the late game, if you want to nuke an enemy city but you can't reach it, you can buy up a city-state and then send your nukes to that city and then launch from there. That's another strategy with these city-state allies. So it's an okay, like it has uses, but it's not always useful. And okay, so let's talk about their unique buildings and units. They have the coffee house, which is a windmill replacement, and the windmill is a production building that can only be built on if the city is on a hill tile, and if your city is on flatland, that means no windmills for you. But a coffee house can be built anywhere, which is really cool because you get that extra production and you get an extra engineer slot, which means you get more great engineers sooner, which can be really good because if it takes you a while to get factories online, that means you may not have a great engineer for when you're picking your ideology, which means that you won't. It'll be harder to get your unique building. Like if we go freedom, which we probably will, it makes it harder to get the Statue of Liberty because you haven't been working engineer slots, but the coffee house lets you work engineer slots, at least one with the coffee house. So that's cool. It's more great engineer points. And then it also gives you plus 25% great people generation, like a garden. So that's pretty cool too. And I imagine that would stack well with the garden also. They also have the Hussar, which is a knight replacement. No, it's a cavalry replacement, sorry. And it has extra sight, and it has a increased flanking bonus. So it's also kind of nice, but the way you use cavalry units is that you're not necessarily like stacking them next to each other the way you might with like a typical melee unit. You're more so using it for like hit and run attacks, like you attack and then like pull back, and there may not be as much flanking involved with cavalry, so it's I mean, it's decent. And it also has 5 movement points instead of 4, so an extra movement point is always nice. Cavalry units are good for their mobility. So it's a better cavalry, but by the time you get to cavalry, it's not really as useful. Horsemen and knights are pretty useful, but cavalry not as much because you're also, like, depending on the path you take, you might already have, like, great war infantry or infantry already out. Sometimes I don't go into cavalry until, like, later on in the game, like after I've gotten plastics up. So that's this. We're doing it on Immortal. Not the best civ, so it might be kind of a challenge to do this on Immortal, but let's give it a try. And they have a hill start bias too, which can be good
Noble
depending.
and virtuous
You get extra
Queen Maria
production.
Teresa, Holy Roman Empress and Sovereign of
Less
Austria.
though.
The people.
We get a, oh, this is really nice actually. The hill bias is coming in our favor here. So we have a desert floodplain start. I think I'm just gonna move to this gold tile. Could move to this like mountain tile, but I don't necessarily know what it looks like. We're probably moving away from our luxury if we do that. Okay. Let's move down here. Okay, there's silver over here. If I move here, we will eventually grow to the silver tile. So maybe I could just move here also. Thing here though is that this, like with these rivers, even once I get a road up before engineering, it's even with a road, it's still gonna take a full turn to cross this river, because that's like 2 movement points before I can build bridges. But it might be best to go here. I mean, we will go to this silver eventually once the city gets big enough. And we do have a lot of like floodplain tiles. We do have desert hills. This would probably be a good Petra city for sure. But I don't know if we're gonna. So let's go right there. Let me know what you think about that starting placement. I know John Smith on YouTube likes to help me out with my start placements, so let me know what you think. I'm always curious. I'm always trying to learn. I think I'm a decent player, but not the best. So let's keep scouting. Let's plant our city here. Let's work the food. And the reason why I want on a hill is just because that's more of a combat strength. It gives the city, like, we get these extra hammers right away. That's like 2 extra production. Because we're Austria, we'll get a coffee house no matter what. But if you're not Austria, being on a hill allows you to get windmills. Okay, there's a ruin. And we're fairly close to the coast, which is kind of nice, because that means that can't be attacked from the west. So that's free gold. That's good for us if we're going to buy city-states. Also, if you buy a city-state, you don't get the free monuments and free aqueducts from tradition. That's only in like your first 4 cities. So that's 335 gold. It's kind of expensive. I'm gonna keep working growth tiles. And so I'm using my warrior to explore the open terrain, because the warrior doesn't have the same like so Kathmandu, Golden Faith, that's cool. Doesn't have the same ability to go faster in rough terrain that a scout does. Let's take animal husbandry now. Those barbarians are pretty close to us, so as are those. Baronship Crater. Let's grab that ruin. Free luxuries. Okay, we have marble up there, so we can potentially do another city settlement around here. That could work out. I'm trying to keep. Okay, so there's ivory here. Could maybe take Kuala Lumpur. Might be a little bit nicer if they were on the hill, but whatever. They have a nice river system, river plains, river jungle. Might be decent. They have fish, free ivory, and it would be closer to us than settling a city over here. So we might try diplomatic marriage with them eventually, but we'll see. So Earth Mother is only copper, iron, and salt. Do you think it would also be like gold and silver? Because those are from the Earth, but I guess not. I don't think there's one for a pantheon for gold. Yeah. Oh, okay. There's religious idols then. I forgot about that one. So faith from gold and silver kind of makes sense. Let's adopt that. So we'll also grow to this marble tile in our capital eventually, because it's 4 tiles away. So eventually the city will get big enough. We won't be able to work it, but we can grow to it. So they're attacking us. We could clear the encampment. We'll probably survive another hit. Let's get some free gold from that. Another city-state, another faith city-state. So they already took the Barrington Crater, okay. The Barrington Crater seems to be like one of the worst wonders, just because it tends to like never be like in good land. Like it's kind of like close to the tundra tiles, and it's also sometimes like just is in areas that you can't access, like city-states. There's Manila. Luxury forest. So go over there. Let's take extra scouting. Should probably come back and heal up. Okay, free archer. Let's move over here. Okay, not much over there. We could come over here, I guess. I don't know. So I mean, if I settle over here and over here, I'll get these unique luxuries, but we're gonna grow there eventually in our capital. Like maybe we could do a city like right here. Maybe like right here in this tile. We get the mountain, get the both cattles, get the gold, or we'll get the silver. I'd like to get the gold, but IFA's gonna grow there, but I'm not sure when. Okay, let's move back. Let's heal up a few turns so we don't die. Let's actually, if we can grab that ruin, that's 50 gold. I'm gonna be zone controlled and take some damage, but we'll probably survive. Let's go with tradition. We have enough gold to or almost enough gold to annex city-states now, but I'm gonna hold off. Let's get mining to get this gold online. So they didn't attack me, which is nice. Move up to the hill because we have a higher combat strength. So there's citrus up there. That's a unique luxury. Okay, more growth. I don't think it's gonna be a high faith game, so we're gonna go granary first and then a shrine. Or maybe I should go settler first and try and get over here for the city-state grows. Although we're gonna grow in 1 turn, so let's go with a. Let's grow for a turn. And that will increase our production. Let's not walk into their lands and make them mad. Let's get that killed. This guy may as well just come in here to heal. Okay, so let's get to work on our settler. So we can unwork these tiles. So it's 9 turns, no, it's 7 turns, that's not bad. Let's take oligarchy, which means our. Let's also rename this guy to Scout so we can remember that it doesn't have a that it does ignore terrain costs. So grew to that tile, we're not gonna use that yet. Outside, it is pretty far away though, and it's hard to access there. So I don't think we're going to be able to settle that. Let's go archery into a wheel. Let's heal up. We'll use this guy to escort the settler. Well, okay, so they've already grown to the gold tile, so that's whatever. Oh, there's also pearls up here too. That's really nice. Probably settle like right here on the stone. Production might be a little bit low. Looks like there's I mean, I don't know. I thought there was an encampment up there. I guess not. Okay, map of the area. Oh, we find her barbarians. There's a city-state we can meet, though. So I'm liking this spawn. I mean, this mountain range protects us from the east. There's a nice coast to our west. There doesn't really seem to be any civs that are really that close to us. And that's huge. Like, if you can just get a nice little isolated spot and just focus on growing, you can get like a really big civ. You don't have to get distracted by wars. These barbarians are going to keep following me. Let's come over here. Let's heal up and just fortify. They can attack into me if they want. Okay, walked right into those barbarians. Let's get the archer in the city. Let's grab free legal buildings. Or is zone controlled? You also can't move to there. Let's move to there. Okay, Iroquois right there. Could maybe steal that worker. That is a little bit far. Kathmandu would probably be a better bet. So let's think about this. We're gonna get a city like right here. No, like right here. On the hill, next to the mountain for an observatory. We'll get both of these cattles, get a nice river system. Probably buy some of these tiles before the city-states grow. That looks pretty good to me. And we could do another city like maybe right here. On the stone, perhaps. That'll give us citrus. That'll give us pearls. We could do it on the bananas, and we would get the citrus, pearls, and marble. We may as well like grab a city here too, I think, and maybe take Kuala Lumpur as a ally because they have ivory, which you can use. There's also furs, or Manila has the furs. We're not gonna be able to get that. That's sort of my strategy. I want to get this one out first, though. I'm preventing the city-states from growing. It took a tremendous amount of damage. We have to do an insta-heal, I guess. Kind of surprised we took that much damage, actually. Okay, so let's start moving the settler out. The archer is going to escort. Now we can grow again. Must have grown to that tile. Okay. Still 11 turns until we grow. Polynesia, that's cool. So it kind of feels like the last game all over again. Last game we played against all the peaceful civs. And this time it's random. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's random because Polynesia wasn't there last game. Okay, what's this guy doing? Just waiting for them to attack into me. Okay, so, and this is why I wanted to bring a archer with me so I can protect my settler. If I move the settler right there, the barbarian brew could have stolen it. Don't want that to happen. Let's plant the city. This production code is it. So this gold, or the food rather. Shoot that. And the archer can kill it. Okay, I flex that. That's good. And do it. Okay. So they don't want us to kill the encampment just yet. They just wanted us to kill units that were invading. Okay, this guy's pretty much dead, so we can go and kill that. That you can pay me for my embassy. Let's have you heal up for your ruins. 40 faith, that's nice. We could worker steal, I guess. But they might want us to destroy that encampment. So I'm not sure if I want to just yet. Let's heal for a turn, because that worker probably wasn't going to go further. Oh, I should probably buy some tiles from them. Yeah, I'm going to want all these tiles, actually. A little expensive to do that, but that's like half my gold. But I don't really care about this tundra tile. You can have that. These hills are going to increase my production for sure. What am I getting that tile to? But the city-state probably isn't going to grow to rough terrain. I mean, actually it might, because all they have left are hills and a forest tile. But we'll see. Let's do ironworking, figure out where that is, and work it, and let's go into writing. And we should have gold already. Yeah, because we settled on gold. Should we work or steal it? No, we can't, because there's a river. Alright, we're a scout, so we can't actually steal this. Yep, we're gonna steal that. Sorry, Ife. It's just too tempting. So let's shoot that. And we grew, so we should be working the growth tile. Where's our 1 faith coming from? These tiles keep getting reassigned. I don't know. Oh, we're getting faith from... I don't know. Do you get 1 faith by default? Okay, whatever. So let's get this worker. I already got the silver online. You can come back in the city. Okay, there's Phoenicia. Maybe payment for my embassy. But Phoenicia is a DLC civ, or a mod civ, if you're wondering. I don't know Phoenicia's personality though. What's the guy's name? Hiram. Let's heal up. Get to deal with these barbarians. So there's 2 barbarian archers. Let's get this silver online. Happiness should be good. Let's go with landed elite for capital growth. Let's work the growth tiles. Let's run away from the barbarians. How much I was America right now with the tile purchasing I was just doing. Let's meet the city-states. That barbarian can't hit us because of the forest, I think. And they're on plains, so let's just heal. Might as well get some XP off of this encampment. So we have iron right there, that's good. City grew to this tile, but let's keep working food. And we have horses now also. Okay, Eric will have the largest army, which is interesting because he's a pretty peaceful player. Stay fortified. Or maybe we'll see if we can deal with some barbarians. Let's keep shooting this. You can farm barbarians for up to 2 promotions. and after that you don't get any more. Let's grab a another settler. Or what are we growing? 3 turns. Let's just take the settler. That's 5 turns instead of 9 or 6 turns, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Just kill that. Take this guy, come over here. Good. We're happy. Happier. Let's get back through. Put some. We already have gold online, I guess. Let's get a road, maybe. Get some extra gold that way. Let's work this iron tile. Would have been cool if I could, like, grab Behringer Crater from them. Plus 3 science would be decent in the early game. Like right now, that would be 30% more science. It'd be absolutely worthless later on, though, but for now, it'd be pretty good. Okay, so we killed that barbarian. We're not going to clear the encampments. Even though it is a decent amount of gold, we're going to just let another one spawn there until we can keep leveling up our archer. And look, there's a brute. They do usually tend to spawn in about the same amount of time it takes to kill the barbarian in the encampment, so that's pretty normal. Hagen Gardens is here, so it's. But we're gonna be building settlers. Let's get into construction for Colosseums. Let's go mathematics for Hagen Gardens, and maybe we'll attempt that. Then we'll go into trapping, horseback riding for those happiness ones. Although happiness probably is gonna be pretty good this game. Let's take open terrain. Not going to help us with the barbarian because they're on a forest hill, but looks like there's a lot of flat land around us. Let's keep shooting it. Let's keep getting these roads going. I think Ike is probably hiding their worker. Dead. Let's get a watermill followed by a library. And we need to reassign these tiles. Let's work all the growth tiles again. Good. Losing gold, that's going to hopefully change once we get our city connection online. Okay, there's no barbarians that can capture that. So where do I want to put this guy? Maybe on the stone. So we'll get the citrus, the fish, pearls, bananas, double fish. Maybe better do it on the bananas. We'll get 3 stones, 2 fish, cattle. We'll get this hill. Pearls. We'll still get the citrus. And we'll get the marble. Then we'll just do another city right here. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 luxuries, 3 cities. That's pretty good. And if we can take Kuala Lumpur, that's 4 cities, 6 luxuries. They spawn another barbarian. Taking action is up. Oh, so we can't kill that. Let's fortify. Belgrade will shoot it. Hopefully we'll be able to kill it. Let's get a farm up here. It's like monarchy helps happiness and gold. Rid of the fish, which is nice, but it's gonna be hard to get a workboat over there. We'll have to like get a city here and sail a workboat all the way around over here. If we can even do that. I don't know if we can circle around the continent. Again, it grows. Let's keep working these growth tiles. Once we get farms up here, these are all gonna be 4 food tiles, which will be really nice. Decided right here, right? Yep. Within range of citrus, marble, and pearls. So let's you can stay there. You can plant yourself there. Production focus. I like to. It's kind of expensive to buy that, and I still want to get. Let's just work that tile. I could buy those bananas right now, but I kind of want to save my gold and annex Kuala Lumpur. See a granary, library, shrine. So okay, I guess that's we're at level 3. Oh yeah, because this started off as a scout, so we got scouting 1 as our first promotion, and then accuracy is our second promotion, so we can't level it up anymore off the barbarians. Might as well just work this tile. We could get 1 more food, which saves the 1 turn, but takes many turns off our production. It's just let's go in the city. We'll leave that encampment there, and we'll get more archers soon. That will can level up there. Yeah, it grows. Let's keep working growth tiles. Start to work on a road. Cool. It's free happiness for us. We need to keep exploring. Someone has a really good start if they're double our food right now. So what religion do we want? We're actually able to get one this game. Freemasons. Nike philosophy. Objectivist. Flying spaghetti monster. Let's go Pastafarianism. Let's go with tithe. We have pagodas too. It's a really nice religion for us.
Ja,
okay, Poland is in the
Kazimierz
game. That's
Wielki.
not good to
Witam
see.
cię na ziemiach Wielkiego Królestwa Polskiego.
They don't have writing yet, though. That's interesting. Poland is the biggest place, though. Okay, that's a decent tile. So we could, so we're gonna grow in 3 turns, so let's work that for a little bit more. Then we might change to a floodplain tile. Let's get a compo in the city. Or maybe we could try hanging gardens. Because hanging gardens is one of the wonders that the AI doesn't go for as much. You might be too far away to be friends with me. I don't even know where you are. I think Phoenicia's kind of friendly, though, as a city. Let's keep working these growth tiles. There's Petra. I was kind of thinking about maybe trying for that. The capital would be a good Petra city, but that's not going to happen. So look at our non-floodplain desert tiles. We have this one, this one. I don't think this one. Yeah, the hills count because they're not floodplains. These hills over here. That would all be +1 food in production. Plus a free caravan.
A sörhegiga.
That's a really good tile. So 3 turns and then 2 turns until growth. That's nice. Should we try 28 turn hanging garden? Because we have no production. Still 13 turns though. 12 turns. 10 turns. 9 turns. But we're stagnating. Let's grab sailing so we can get a workboat out in our new city. We're gonna have to watch our happiness. We're about to go unhappy, actually. I'm gonna grow over here anytime soon. 7 turns until it grows, and it's coming over there. Let's buy this marble tile. Let's cancel the road. Let's start getting the marble online. We're gonna have to avoid growth.
Jak ci się podoba?
Our worker might be captured. To retreat it back and delay our mine. Shoot that. Still not enough. I don't know if I want to clear that. Just do nothing. So that's It's done. Let's go into education. Let's have the warrior kill it. Good. Let's go back to the marble. Stay right there. Let's go back inside the city. I don't think anyone else is gonna come around. Keep working on that. Let's take a rough terrain promotion. Let's finish off tradition. That improves our build speed. We're stagnating. Okay. Let's heal up. That's a decent tile. Hopefully I can never grow again. Let's get that online. Let's let our city grow now. That's good. Let's finish that road now. So no one else is going tradition, so we're definitely going to get hanging gardens. Can we work a little bit more food? Yep. Let's boost that growth. Watermill done. Let's take care of an Austria. Get some shredder rats out. That's really good. We got hanging gardens. On immortal, I'd say that's pretty good. Now we can actually keep growing. Okay, number 3 in production. Sort that marble. I need to get a work mode out. I need another worker too. Because IF is just not going to spawn one. To avoid growth. kind of needed some experience, but I guess not. So I can't see it, but I don't think they have a worker there. Spots above is dead. Let's go with the Coliseum. Need to avoid growth again. Mausoleum Falcon Arsis would have been nice to get. Really need to get the capital to grow more. Our cities are connected now. Probably do a few more turns and I'm gonna have to go. Okay. Probably once we start to solve this happiness issue. In a few turns, I'll be able to grow.
This
Let's get this gold online. Let's get a caravan out. Let's get 2 of them out. This gives me two happiness. Let these 2 cities grow. Let's go with these pearls. Good. Now Salzburg can grow again. Okay. Some turns into a temple. Let's take one more turn after this, then we're gonna have to end the stream. Pikemen coming our way. Actually, no, forget about the temple. We need a worker. I'm not seeing anything coming out of Ife. Let's just make peace. We're making peace with them. We're gonna get a worker out. Oh, look at this. Let's see if we can claim that worker. We're gonna keep going. I want that worker. Let's get that killed. So I do want to become allies with them. So let's return it. So now we're friends. They want us to destroy the encampment. Distribute Manila. We could probably destroy the encampment. Let's have our... That's good. Let's have our combo go and do that. bunkers Phoenicia has. Let's find out where this encampment is. It might be this one. Let's put it let's put it possibly commerce. Do some gold a little bit. Nope, not this tile. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can find this encampment that Kuala Lumpur wants us to kill. And if we do so, we'll get them on our side. Could give them like 25 gold right now. 250 gold for 25 influence. Which will give us allyship, but then we're not going to have enough gold to annex them. Other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, eventually we're going to get Kuala Lumpur. So we'll have a solid 4-city empire. And we're kind of isolated. I think we're just going to play a fairly peaceful game and just amass science and population. So it sounds pretty good to me. I'm really liking this game so far. So thank you for watching. We're going to save it up. We're going to have to end the stream right here.